Okay, I'm sure you guys seen this woman here by now. If you haven't, well, get in the know. I'm gonna pull your coat to a little bit, but I'm not here to tell her story. The woman loses a $850,000 home after a missed HOA payment. That payment was $400, okay? That's what the streets are saying. But this is more about the HOA board. The HOA is the the Homeowners Association board. It is a governing body that oversees the management and operations of residential community, such as condominium complexes, townhouse developments, or planned neighborhoods. The board is typically made up of an elected volunteer homeowners who enforce community rules, manages finances, maintain common areas, and ensures the community operates smoothly. The responsibilities of an HOA board: enforcing community rules and regulations, ensuring residents adhere to bylaws and covenants, managing finances and budgets, collecting dues, creating budgets, and funding repairs and maintenance, maintain common areas, overseeing landscapes, pools, clubhouses, and other shared spaces, hiring and supervising vendors, managing contracts for services like security, waste management, and repairs, handling disputes and violations, addressing complaints and enforcing penalties when rules are violated, organizing community meetings, keeping residents informed and involved in decision making. Let's talk about the history of the HOAs. Early 20th century, and that should just get you, that's a red flag right there. I'm just gonna let you know. Early of 20th century, all right? HOA began in the U.S. in the early 1900s, primarily in upper class communities to maintain neighborhood aesthetics and property value. Basically to make sure ain't no black people coming in there, and make sure ain't no brown ADOS descendants of slaves coming up in there, okay? 1960s, a boom. The rapid growth of suburban developments led to a surge in HOA communities. Developers created HOAs to maintain infrastructure and property standards. Does this all sound like keeping the niggas out? I'm just saying. Fair Housing Act in 1968. Initially, many HOAs had racial and discriminatory restrictions.
Duh.
But the Fair Housing Act outlawed such practices. Now, let me ask you, do you really think the Fair Housing Act outlawed those practices? You can outlaw something. That just means you don't want to get caught, okay? Modern HOAs today, over 74 million Americans live in HOAs communities. HOA now focuses on amenities, securities, and maintaining property value. There's that word again, maintaining property value. Though they often face criticism for excessive fees and overreach. I'm not going to get too deep on the tips. There's some tips here about knowing the rules for the HOA. How the HOA board impact homeowners can be both positive and negative. Effects on homeowners depend on how they are managed and enforced. Our benefits of the HOA boards: property value protection, amenities and services, conflict resolution, neighborhood aesthetics, collective decision making, common complaints about the HOA, strict rules and fines, high fees and assessments, power struggles and favoritism, foreclosure risk, limited freedom. Tips for dealing with the HOA: know the rules, attend the meetings, build relationships, change unfair rules, pay dues on time, and document everything. But here's a tip: how about we just revamp some shit? Just tear it down and rebuild it. It was built on the backbones of racial and discrimination anyway. So why don't we just tear it down and redo something that works for all? That's all. Because if you don't believe favoritism and stuff like that is still going on, then you are the new fool, not me. It's your girl, Frankie, baby. Fantastically unfiltered. Hey! Troy Rawlings bringing uncensored, unfiltered, and unapologetically hilarious comedy straight to Fantastic Media Group TV. And the only way to experience it is by downloading our app today. Download Fantastic Media Group app. Support fantastic people doing fantastic things. We are the industry.
Fantastic Media Group TV, your premier destination for independent content.